Hey guys, Wasrick here to talk about my customized East German M56. Decided to try my hand at making a textured finish, and this is the result. So as you can see, I've got two M56s. The one on the left I've had for quite a while. The one on the right is something I got a little bit more recently. And I've had a lot of helmets with a textured finish, such as the M1 PSGT, and then my Waffen SS M35. And I wanted to go ahead and try it, see how hard it would be. It was more often than not, so the textured finish is put on helmets to reduce the shine. As you can see on the right, the M56, even though it is a flat paint job, it is still quite shiny, and that would be exacerbated by wet conditions. So I decided to play around with some spray paint. So I got myself some Rust-Oleum dark green camouflage paint, which actually looks more of a gray. So I picked that up, got some sand, and then in my backyard I went ahead and did an experiment, and it took quite a few coats of paint, quite a lot of sand to get it to work. So basically what I did is first I put on the paint, and then I tried sprinkling sand just over the top of the helmet, which didn't work out too well. A lot of the sand would fall off, so what I had to do was I had to spray the crap out of the helmet and then rotate it and get sand to fall onto the wet paint, and then quickly spray over the sand that was sticking to it, and just spray the crap out of it. I went through about 1.5 cans of spray paint, and a problem that I noticed was that, well, first off, I think I might have used too much sand. On most of the helmets, the sand is kind of sparsely laid in with the paint, although I believe that's because paint is actually mixed in with the sand in the spray gun when they're spraying the helmets. Is that even though I've sprayed it, the sand is still kind of coming off a little bit. If I run my hand over the helmet, the sand will still come off, even though I put the sand on and then I sprayed the crap out of it. But I might have to scrape the paint off and start again, maybe use some sawdust. But just a little experiment that I did. I might end up giving this helmet away as part of the subscriber giveaway if we ever, or if I can ever get to 1,000 subscribers, about 200 away from that. The Facebook giveaway, 500 likes, probably never going to happen, but just something I'm doing as an experiment. Again, you can see the difference between this. It's just a flat Rust-Oleum paint with some beach sand, and that is over there the standard M56, which is quite shiny. And this is completely dry. It hasn't gotten wet, just very shiny. So I've got the net on this one, which is a bear to get on. Let me tell you, that net is real hard to get on there. And I didn't soak it in water or anything like a lot of people say, because I don't think that'll make much of a difference in a cotton or nylon net. But trying this out here and just making a quick video. Again, I got some stuff in the mail. Hasn't arrived just yet. Definitely some cool stuff. And so I was able to also repaint my British Mark V, which I'll show off later, and I was able to repaint my Yugoslavian/Serbian M89 Kevlar helmet, where it looks just absolutely awesome. I was going to try the textured finish on that, but I'm glad I experimented on the M56 first. Not going to mess around with the M89. It is currently the best helmet that I have, the most modern helmet that I have. It is my primary Kevlar, and it just turned out beautifully, and I don't think that I want to mess around with texturing it unless I can find a specific OD or army green textured paint. I do not want to ruin that helmet by attempting texturing myself. Again, this was an experiment. The M56 is a cheap kind of a throwaway helmet. I might take a wire wheel to this and then just start over and experiment with sawdust, but just making a record of it for now. Again, I got some cool stuff in the mail next week. Definitely going to have a cool video. Changed up my display a little bit, still keeping the Polish military police. But then I put 2 other helmets up there. And you know what? Let me just show you how the M89 came